Hey people, Gadi Adelman here with another out-of-the-box review. Now, if you're like me and you carry every day, chances are you have a bunch of different holsters and magazine holders depending on what your attire is going to be. I know if I'm wearing a suit, I'm going to wear a different holster and magazine carrier than if I'm wearing a t-shirt. If I'm going to carry inside the waistband versus outside the waistband. It gets to the point where I've probably got just as many, no actually I've got more magazine holders and more holsters than I do weapons. And that's not uncommon for those of us that carry every day. But today we're going to be taking a look at the Pitbull Tactical Magazine Carrier. Now they claim that this is going to be the last magazine that you'll have to buy, magazine carrier that you'll have to buy. And the reason they say that is this supposedly can be worn both inside or outside the waistband, and it will accommodate any magazine from a single stack 9mm up to a 45. So, this is the Pitbull. This is the Pitbull Tactical Magazine Carrier. Now, they come in 3 different colors. You can get black, flat dark earth, which is what I got, or OD green. But let's take a look at this and see how this actually works and whether or not it can be utilized both inside and outside the waistband. So the first thing that I notice when I pull this out of the box is that it has what I would refer to as a oversize, or much larger than most, an oversized belt clip. Now this can be worn with any belt 1.5 inches. But what I notice immediately upon looking at the front of this, and this is pretty interesting, this piece in the front that you see here, that looks like it's just part of the design and it's there for aesthetics, I can see how that already serves a purpose. Because this is made out of an elastic rubber, almost like a rubber band. So I can see that if it's a thicker magazine, it's going to expand and it's going to hold it tight. So that's actually a pretty nifty little idea. So I pulled out a couple of my magazines. Let's see how this thing actually works. I carry a P365, a Sig Sauer P365. So that has a semi-stack, what they refer to as a semi-stack. It's not quite a double stack. Not going to get into the semantics and word games, but it is a little bit thicker than a single stack. So let's see how that works with this mag carrier. So you can see as I put it in, how it expands because of that elasticity, that rubber band on the front, and it actually holds it good and snug. It fits in all the way. I can actually put it part of the way so that it sticks out further if I want. But because of that elastic in the front, that magazine's not going to go anywhere. So that's nice. It's got a good tight hold. And of course, given the fact that I got it in flat dark earth, it matches my weapon and magazines. But let us see how it works with a 45. Now this is a single stack from my 1911. So your 45 is going to be a little bit thinner than your double stack or semi-double stack magazines from a 9mm. That goes in, fits all the way. I like that. I mean, you can feel it, you can hear it. I like that click when it hits the bottom. So there it is, it's in. Now for the test, turn it over. It's not going anywhere. So far, I really like this. But the ultimate test, how comfortable is it? So I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to check it both inside and outside the waistband, and we're going to see how it stacks up. How well can you conceal it? How low profile is it, if at all? Let me flip this camera around and we'll check it out. Okay, so I lowered the camera a little bit so you can get a better view, and this is kind of silly what I've done here, but for the particular purpose of this review, it's a good idea. So what I've done is I've got one outside and one inside. And let me tell you something. The outside, obviously, the outside the waistband, it works great. That thing is not going anywhere. You can actually hear it click in place when it snaps over that 1.5-inch belt. Listen, it locks. It's definitely not going anywhere. It's got a good snug fit. I can retrieve these and pull them out, no issue. I'm right-handed, obviously using my left, quite easy. Now the inside, I've got it sitting back a little bit farther. I normally would not carry it this far back. I like having it here so I can reach it with either hand. But again, for purposes of the review, I've got it here. Same thing. That actually is not bad. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot more comfortable than I thought it would be. I don't feel it. It's certainly no different than getting used to having this on my hip. You know, so... But I like the idea, depending on whether or not my pants are a snug fit or a little bit baggy, or whether I'm going to wear that t-shirt in or out, that I can choose to wear a magazine holster either inside or outside the waistband without having to get a different one. I can utilize a universal inside-outside holster for my magazine. And having that extra mag is just as important as carrying the weapon. So let me do this, and I do want to get rid of the one that's sitting outside. Okay, so t-shirt. I've got my holster, my weapon, and an extra mag. I'll tell you what, again, it's comfortable, it is low profile, and I can retrieve it. So This is a lot more than I expected. I have to be honest. I did not think that it would serve the purpose of both inside and outside the waistband while being comfortable. I've tried some inside the waistband mag holders before. Wasn't really that impressed with them. This one is small enough that it really is not uncomfortable at all. I don't realize it's there. And it is extremely low profile. So now I can go out, I've got my holster, my weapon, and my extra magazine. So I really have to admit, little ingenious design. It's well made. Again, something that's important to me, and hopefully you can see this on the camera, made in the USA. So Pitbull Tactical Universal Mag Carrier. It's going to be $24.99 if I remember correctly. Go to pitbulltactical.com, and I'll put that at the bottom after the video. pitbulltactical.com to pick up not only this mag carrier, but many other products that they offer. Really, really impressed. I do like that it's stamped made in the USA. It does have the American flag on it. It does have the Pitbull logo on it, but what's more is the overall aesthetics, low profile, inside the waistband, outside the waistband, will hold any magazine, 9mm single stack, all the way up to a double stack, all the way to .45 caliber. Not bad, 2 thumbs up. So, I'm impressed. And remember, as always, I've got your 6, and we'll see you at the range.